What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Oh yeah, so I have been cleaning up around here. As you can see, Applied Energistic system over here looks a lot less messy. I have removed a lot of torches around here and started doing the glowstone nook action. Yeah, just trying to make things look a little bit nicer. We still need to build like some kind of a structure here in our main Applied Energistics area. I laid out the stone walls, or I guess foundation or whatever, a while ago, and yeah, we haven't done anything with that yet. Still something I'm kind of thinking about. We need to get like blocks. Well, we have plenty of blocks, right? We need to get like different types of blocks, colors, things like that, and then I need to decide what kind of blocks we're actually going to use for our building here. So something to think about for the future. I have added on to our power supply that we were messing around with last episode at the end. That is the wrong one. It's over here. I've actually expanded onto it. So we had one of these resonant energy cells before, and I noticed when I logged on today to start recording that this was full and our solar panels were pretty much full. I was like, well, we're still wasting power, right? We're not storing it. It's just not being used. So I decided we should add a couple more of these just so we have some more storage. So once these all fill up, yeah, the progress bar will go up and you can see it's full, and this one's like partway full. It will eventually go up. So we'll have like a visual indicator of how much power we have. But once these are full, we will have 150 million RF on reserve, which is pretty awesome. I've also gone around and I've removed the extra solar panels that we had just kind of hanging out, powering things. Like we had one over here, and I replaced that with the Tesseract, so we're all pulling power directly off of our power system here. Let's see, where else? Yeah, our Applied Energistics, we had the energy acceptor right here with the solar panel on top. I have removed that, and then down below, I have put a Tesseract directly on our ME controller. You can power these guys. You don't need the energy acceptor once you have the controller. You can just pipe RF directly into it. So that's what I've done. I've moved our dense energy cell over here, just so when we put a lot of items into the system or craft a lot of things, it doesn't kill the power. Yeah, you need one of these basically once you do anything more than just a very, very basic storage system. So yeah, that's where that guy is. And then our ME interface here is still receiving all the stuff from our nether quarry now. I was going to say our ender quarry, but it is an ender quarry, right? Anyway, yeah, from the nether, all of our stuff is coming in here, and that is awesome. So, yeah, like I said, just been cleaning up a bit around here. I did move our stone barrel up here, and I was thinking about putting a Tesseract on our stone production down below, down here, but then I was thinking about it, I was like, that's kind of silly. Do we really have a use for like all of that stone? Not really. So yeah, I just removed the deep storage unit from down there. I moved it up here so we have access to this stuff. 32,000 is probably enough for now. Okay, so things that I want to do today. We were talking about plant power and making more power. We don't really have a use for the power right now. That's because we haven't been making things that use power because we haven't had a lot of it. Now we're starting to kind of get a little overstocked on power, and it might be time to start looking at things that use a bit more. One of those things would be like the laser drill, so we can start getting resources and things that we haven't gotten yet, like yellorium and things like that. That's definitely something I want to focus on so we can get big reactors up and running. So that's something for the future. Other things I would like to do, we need to get some plants going over here so we can actually turn those plants into biofuel, and then those biofuel, we can power bioreactors to make power. Another thing that I did over here, I did put sugarcane. I just remembered. Yeah, we put sugarcane over here. We've been having a lack of sugarcane, and we had those seeds already made, so I just decided to plant those over here. But yeah, we could do like a row of soybeans and like a row of wheat and I don't know whatever else, I guess potatoes and carrots and things like that, and we can put those into the bioreactor. That seems like a smart idea. Another thing that I'd like to do, we have a section here that isn't really being used for anything, and another thing that we are lacking on is experience points. I was noticing that my diamond leggings here are almost broken and I want to repair them, but it costs a little bit of experience to do that. Diamond, I was gonna repair them with the full diamond leggings, which is probably a stupid thing to do, but I made those. It doesn't really matter. We have unlimited diamonds now since we are growing the diamond nuggets, and we got over 500. But anyway, so we put the leggings here and that there, and that cost 26 experience, which I guess is okay. It would probably be better just to do it with like 3 or 4 diamonds instead of 7. Anyway, that's 33 experience, and then we're out of experience. So another thing I want to do is I want to set up, or at least start growing some experience plants. We made these a while ago. I haven't really talked about them, I guess. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I put a barrel here full of stone, and we were sifting that stone in our automatic sieve, and then that ended up making these different oreberry plants. So we got 38 of these essence berry bushes. I think it's time that we put those down and let those grow. And I do believe the harvesters harvest those, so we will be able to get experience that way. I wasn't sure where I was going to put them. I think this might be the best spot since we don't really have anything here and the soil isn't tilled. Can we place these on dirt? I can't remember. Yes, we can. Okay, so we'll just place these down here. They should grow faster thanks to the sprinkler up above. The harvester should harvest them, and we will start getting experience berries in our system, which is awesome. They do take a little bit to grow. I was testing this earlier to make sure you don't have to have them covered from the sun or anything. I know the other ones that produce the actual nuggets and stuff, they can't be in the sunlight. These aren't growing as fast as I thought they would. I thought they would start getting bigger and bigger quicker. Maybe that's on a different system than the sprinkler up there is working on. Watering can. Let's do this. See if we can get these things to grow just a little bit faster. So if I water can, there we go. We got one that grew. There we go. Now they're growing. I'm hoping that the sprinkler up above will make these things grow the berries that much quicker, and I don't have to sit here and use the watering can on them. Yeah, that one back there grew too, and I wasn't using the watering can on it. I was gonna say watering canning. That doesn't really make sense. Anyway, yeah, so we'll start getting essence berries this way. We'll be able to get experience, and that is pretty cool. So we don't really have to. Oop, yep, they do hurt. They do hurt a little bit. We don't have to do anything special here. We just place these things down. I guess one thing I'm not sure of, if we hit F7, do those... Okay, I was making sure we didn't get yellow X's on those. I did not want monsters spawning up here unexpectedly. Okay, so I think we're all good. We will start getting essence berries. Do we have any in here? Yeah, we got 3 of them. Very cool. Okay, so now we can get a little bit more experience. I guess we should, at this point, use these diamond leggings since I made them. So it's a little bit less experienced. Instead of 33, it was 26. But yeah, it's a waste of diamonds. But again, our diamonds doesn't really matter. We have those diamond plants, so, Alright, let's put these extra essence berry bushes away. I don't think there is anything special about the other ones. There's just like tin and aluminum and iron and things like that. Copper, we don't really need those. We got plenty of those resources coming in right now. I also noticed heat sand is another resource that we are collecting that probably could go into a deep storage unit. We haven't gotten a whole lot of it right now, but we are collecting a bit. Now I'm curious, what can we use that for? We can turn it into slime soil. We can turn it into soul sand. So the tainted soil plus the heat sand turns into soul sand, which could be useful. Oh, we can smelt that into heat glass. Okay. We can sieve it. We can get sulfur. Oh, that's actually cool. Weak blood shards. Okay. And yellorium. Interesting. Okay. Well, I was thinking we might need to do something with that, but it's kind of cool that we are collecting this resource. So, I think first things first, let's go ahead and get started on making some extra plant material. We are getting sugarcane. I don't know, I can't remember what all you can put into the bioreactor. I'm pretty sure all the vanilla stuff like carrots and potatoes, but I'm not sure if we can do sugarcane or if we can do like the soybeans and stuff. So we need to make ourselves a bioreactor and a bio thingy. Bioreactor and a biofuel generator. That's what we need. So the bioreactor, we need slime balls. We can do pink slime, green slime, blue slime, glue, looks like. We don't have any slime. Can we do anything with these slime blocks? Can we turn those back into something? Those, nope. Okay. So we need to start growing slimy saplings. We have those from a long time ago. That'll allow us to make some slime balls. Oh, we do have 4 blue slimes down here. And we do have these congealed green, which I believe turn back, yeah, into regular slime balls. Awesome. Okay, so we don't have to grow those trees. We can just use this slime. All right, guys, I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and make some of these items here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we needed blaze rods to make the bio generator, I think, or the bioreactor, one of the two. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come to the Nether and finally make some kind of a spawner room out of one of these blaze spawners. Now, we got plenty of blaze rods, got 3 stacks on me, and these guys are spawning rather quickly. I did go ahead and I upgraded our sword here and got, what is it, the lapis, the luck enchantment on it at one point, and it had fortune 1, or looting 1. So I went ahead and I added about 200 or 300 more lapis to it to up that to the looting 3. So yeah, now we're getting a decent amount of blaze rods from these guys. Also the sharpness, it had, I don't know, about 50 or something like that out of 144. So I upgraded that too, put a bunch of quartz on there. So yeah, made a proper spawning room just so we can come in here and hack away at these guys. We could set this up and put in some kind of grinders in here so we don't actually have to step in this room, which we might do should we need more blaze rods in the future. I would rather have some kind of way to automatically farm these guys. I mean, I know we can do the MFR spawners, the auto spawners, but those spawn really slow. Well, actually, you know what? No, that's not true. They can spawn decently quickly. They spawn slow if you have it on the exact copy. So we'll look at doing that. But for now, this is a great place for me to come and just grab. Whoa, that's a skeleton. I was thinking that was a wither skeleton. Yeah, a great place for me to come here and just farm some of the blaze rods manually with my sword. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the overworld, continue crafting, and we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, so we have the bioreactor and the biofuel generator created. So the bioreactor is what actually is going to make our biofuel. So we got to put in different things here, and that will fill up this bar, which will make, or I guess it fills up this bar, which makes the biofuel over here. So I'm curious what we can put in there. If we can do sugarcane, like I said, I don't know if we can or not. Wheat was something I'm pretty sure we can do. If not wheat, then the seeds. What about soybeans? Yeah, we got some of these. We'll try that. Pretty sure bone meal works. So we'll grab some of that stuff. Let's see, what else can we put in there? Maybe string, rotten flesh, perhaps. See if we can get rid of some of this. We got a lot of that stuff. What else? I'm not sure what else we could put in there. Carrots, I'm pretty sure. Potatoes, I'm pretty sure work. Let's see. All right, so we got some things to try. So we'll put a potato here. Yep, that's sure put stuff in there. All right, wheat. Wheat does not work. So we might have to craft that into the seed. Okay, so the seed does work. Yep. Rotten flesh? No. No, that does not work. Okay. Carrots do work. Awesome. So actually, I guess we should put a list of things over here which do work. So the seeds. Soybean, does that work? Soybeans work. That is great. Okay, so soybeans. Sugarcane does not work. What if we turn it into sugar? No. Okay, so sugarcane is out. Bone meal. That used to work. Looks like that no longer works. Okay, so that's good to know, and I assume string is not going to work either. Right, so we got 4 things here which do work. I'm going to have to look up and see what all the other things are. I know you can put in dyes and stuff like that. What about this fluoro black powder? We got that from using, was it a mortar and pestle on some of those, the Britannia stuff? That does not work either. Okay, so that's good to know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look up and see what we can do with that. But one thing I do know is you can, okay. Yeah, if you put multiple in there, it makes it go a little bit better. you get a more efficiency, but we only have the one thing. Oh, that was the wrong one. Wheat. We need the seeds. Okay, so we got a few things that we can do in here to make biofuel, which is cool. The generator, I'm not really sure how much power this thing makes. Does it say on here? Oh, okay, 240 RF a tick. And I think that pushes right in there. Okay, so this thing is getting the biofuel just by sitting on top of that. And yeah, it did make a bunch of energy, and it's getting more biofuel right now, which is good. Should be done. Yep. So this can hold 4 buckets worth. Okay, so I got some things that we're gonna have to try out, or to actually get going here. The wheat seeds we need to set up, and then we're gonna need a way to convert that into, or I'm sorry, the wheat plants we're gonna need to set up, and then we're gonna have to turn those into the seeds. Soybeans are really good because you don't have to do that extra crafting step. So I wonder how many other plants are gonna be like that. So the potatoes and carrots and the soybeans so far are our plants that we are gonna use. So I'm gonna set those up over here, and we will be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to get the materials to where we need them to be. I think we're going to set up our biofuel generator and reactor up here. The generator obviously is going to make power, and that's going to power our main power system over here. But as far as getting all the items to the bioreactor, I'm kind of thinking how we want to do this. I did run ME cable off of that same line that we had over here by our monster system. So it's going over that P2P tunnel up here, and then I need to set up a P2P tunnel over here as well so we can have our ME stuff off of there. In fact, I need to get a dense cable so we can get the channels off there. Dense cable. Okay, so we'll grab just one of those. Actually, we might not need that. I'm not sure yet. So anyway, we have our ME cable running over here. Let's go ahead and, I guess we'll center this, not like it really matters for right now. I really don't know how many of these bioreactors we're gonna have. Just depends on our power needs. Let's go ahead and connect that up. Okay, so that is centered, and then we will put the P2P tunnel right here. I think I just have to right click on it with the memory card. Settings loaded, and if we put this cable here, does that show any channels? I'm not sure if that will show channels. I think this might show only channels from this side going that way. So since we don't have anything connected, nothing's going to show here. But we should have all of the stuff from the ME system. So if we put like an interface here, and I don't know, we just put a torch right like that, that should go away. We put torches there, that'll show us all the torches that are in our ME system. Okay, yeah, so everything is working like that. Yeah, we can see there is a line now right there. Okay, good. So that is what I was concerned about, just making sure everything's going to continue to work, and it looks like it will, which is great. So now that we got this hooked up here, we need to either use cyclic assemblers or cyclic, however you say that, to convert like wheat into seeds and the other plant material into seeds that we need. I did add some more things here. Pumpkins can be turned into the seeds, and the seeds work in the bioreactor. Same with melons. Melons can be used, the melon seeds anyway. We have, what is this, soybeans right there. And then over here we also have rye. Rye works directly in the thing. You don't have to convert that to seeds. So far we got rye, potatoes, and carrots that'll work just directly, and soybeans. So we have 4 items that'll work directly. Then we got pumpkins, melons, and wheat that we have to convert into the seed for those to work. So we got a few things to figure out here, and that was kind of what I was thinking. Do we use cyclic assemblers? Do we use applied energistics, the auto crafting stuff for that? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. First things first, where's the center of the place? It's right here. Whoops, going a little crazy with this pick. This pick is going out of control, actually. This thing has so fast mining speed, 48, like it instant mines stone. And I'm pretty sure there was a point in time where Thermal Expansion said that they weren't, or I'm sorry, not Thermal Expansion, Tinkers says that they weren't going to make it so these picks would be better than Diamond, the vanilla stuff. But this is really much better since you don't need a haste 2 beacon with the pick in order to instant mine stone. But anyway, we need to get the bioreactor hooked up here, and then we need to pull things out of this. So we will go in there. So we need potatoes, carrots. What else was it? Soybeans, potatoes, carrots, rye, and soybeans. Okay, so if we have that hooked up over here, we'll just put those into the system. So those will show up in this interface. Whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. I'll have to go get another rye here in a minute. So yeah, now we have those available that we can pull out using an item duct. I'll also have to grab a servo. Yeah, let's grab a servo and grab that rye real quick, and we'll get that hooked up. I guess we'll do the resonant. There's no reason to use the lesser ones at this point anymore, I don't think. So we need that. We need the rye. And in fact, actually, what I should do, let's do this. Soybeans. We'll grab stack of these so we can say the pattern is a stack. So I'll be able to pull out a stack at a time should it need to. Carrots and potatoes. Okay. So yeah, we'll just redo those patterns real quick. And there. Now we got 64 available at a time. Yeah, once we get like the melons, the pumpkins, and the wheat, we'll have pretty much this whole interface full of different materials that we can go in there. We'll just have to figure out one more thing, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. So bioreactor will stick right like that. We'll have to put the servo right there. And if we just say ignore it, it should just start dumping stuff in here. And that's doing more than what I want it to do. I want different plant materials in there. Alright guys, so I made some changes off camera here. I moved some things around. I moved the wheat to this row right here so we can make room for mushrooms. Mushrooms you can put into the bioreactor to make biofuel. So we have red mushrooms, brown mushrooms, we have wheat. We now have carrots, potatoes are right here. Let's see, soybeans, melons, pumpkins, and rye. Awesome. I did move the sugar cane over here since we can't use that, and all this stuff in this little plot is being used to make biofuel. Yeah, it just seemed like a better idea to move this off into its own little section. Okay, so over here at our power production area, the bioreactor now has one of each different types of material in there. So we do have the soybeans, rye, carrot, potato, melon seeds, pumpkin seeds, regular seeds, mushroom, the brown mushrooms, and the red mushrooms. So that gives us an efficiency of 1425 out of 1425. Yep. So that is the best we can do with the bioreactor. So the way this is set up is I did use the cyclic assemblers. I was thinking we could use the applied energistics method, and I tried hooking those up, and it just doesn't work that well. It'll only make one item at a time, and it'll only hold one item in reserve at a time. Where these, it'll do like a stack of pumpkin seeds, so there'll always be 64 here. So if we need more than one, yeah, we're good to go. It does have a large inventory here, and I really didn't feel like we needed pumpkins in whatever that is, 18 slots. So I filled all of these up with cobblestone. Each craft makes 4 seeds, so yeah, we don't really need that many in here. So anyway, we got one stack of pumpkin. When we pull out seeds, it'll automatically craft more. And then everything in the applied energistics system gets pushed back into here through an export bus. Same thing on this side. We have melon seeds doing the same exact routine. These I might actually store more since one melon turns into one seed, whereas one pumpkin turns into 4. Maybe I could just do that right now. Just let that fill up so it has 4 stacks of melon slices. And then over here on the wheat, yeah, I guess we could do the same thing here. So yeah, one wheat turns into 1 seed, and we got that all set up here the exact same way. On the back, these are set to the neutral, so they neither push items out or accept items to the back. Items can be sucked out, I guess pulled out. I did set a resonant retriever here, and this is just pulling everything out of the pipe network that can fit in here. So if we remove some pumpkin seeds, then it gets filled right back up. From the cyclic assembler over here, this one. If we remove one more, it'll start doing that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so anyway, and then down here on the ME interface, we have all the items that are not being produced, or I guess crafted. Yeah, so all of the straight plant material is right here, and all the ones that are being crafted are in the cyclic assemblers. They're all part of the same network being pulled into the bioreactor through one resident retriever. So now that we have this set up, we have to start thinking about how we're actually going to use the power here. I can go ahead and close this up too. Yep, so I don't know how many biogenerators one bioreactor will maintain, but the way that pipe network is set up down below, I can set up multiple of these next to each other. Just put a retriever on each one of those pipes to push the material into these, and we will have plenty of biofuel. Another thing, we could also start storing the biofuel into like a drum or a bedrockium drum. That might be something to consider for the future. But one thing to note, all of these resident energy cells are full. It's nighttime. We're not producing any more power. And yeah, they are still full. That's because these solar panels do have a little bit of a charge inside of them. And it's going to take a while before that all gets drained out. So right now our power supply isn't to the point where we need to worry about this crazy amount of power that I want to produce. But we will get there. So probably next time we'll be looking at making the laser drill or something along those lines to use more power. Maybe we'll set up a quarry in the deep dark and have one going in the nether at the same time, since we now have a lot more power on tap than we did previously, which is really awesome. I do want to get the biofuel hooked up, but for right now, I mean, I guess we could set the biogenerator on there and just start doing something with it. Let's do that. We'll take a look in here. Yeah, all that biofuel just got pushed into the reactor, and now it should start using some of this plant material, but it doesn't use it super quickly. So yeah, very cool. And second power source, I like it. We'll figure out a way to hook that up over here. Maybe we'll stick a tesseract on this so it goes into the same power supply. I don't know how we're gonna all have this hooked up, but for right now, our power needs are definitely under control, which is awesome. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you did, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.